explain what it was?
A Marston hearing in general is where the defendant claims the relationship between her and the relationship between the attorney and the client has broken down. I can't state what the grounds were in this case, but in general, a Marston motion is a motion the defendant makes asking for a new attorney.
How often are they, typically, how often are they granted?
In my experience, maybe 30 or 40% of the time.
I believe that it's not going to happen, and that I guess the case won't be delayed.
I'm sorry?
Are you glad that the case won't be delayed?
Well, I think I can't answer that, you guys. The order, I just read it again, said I cannot express my opinion about the case, and I think that calls for an opinion. I can talk to you generally what the Marston motion is.
Can you talk generally about how a decision is made in this county to seek the death penalty?
In general terms, yes. I think I've mentioned it before, but the district attorney, Mr. Willett, discusses the case at length with members of the homicide team and the family of the victim. And in general, that's what is done in death penalty cases. And these tasks are taken very seriously. It's a momentous decision whether to seek the death penalty or not. And in general, in our cases where we have that option, Mr. Willett takes it real seriously. We all took it real seriously and discussed it at great length over many days.
Why, Jen?
Well, the decision was ultimately made. The final decision was made today, yes.
Why generally do prosecutors like yourself wish to make these cases go faster than slow down to a year and a half?
Well, as a general rule, as I announced in court, memories fade over time. And as a general rule, the defense wants to drag the case, delay the case, so witnesses move away, their memories fade, evidence is lost or destroyed. So it's been my practice to move a case along as quickly as possible so that people can testify about events while those events are fresh in their mind, especially when you have minor child witnesses.
When Marsden motions are denied, aren't those just then ripe for appeal because there's a potentially sour relationship between the accused and the lawyer?
It can be an issue on appeal, but I know this judge is very well versed in the law, and there are certain questions she had to ask when we were excluded from the courtroom, and I'm sure she asked them and made her finding that there was, in denying the Marsden motion, that there was no need to grant it because she must have found that the relationship was repairable.
In your experience, is the public defender's office here always this busy, always this overworked? It seems like they're short on people, and should he have gotten this assignment?
I can't comment on that. I think that goes to speaking about this case directly, and I think that violates the gag order. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, and I'm sorry, for the record, your name?
Oh, my name is Thomas Testa. T-E-S-T-A.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thomas?
I can't off camera because I think that violates the gag order, but I think you can read in between the lines and see that the letter addressed the same issues as the Marsden motion. I think you can read that from Mr. Behar's comments.
How often in your experience does a defendant try to reach out directly to the judge like that?
Well, it's not uncommon. I can't give a number, maybe 5%, 10% of the time. It's not rare. It's not that rare.
But if the judge stated that's ex parte, that she can't read that letter.
She knows the law. She knows she can't read it. I think many judges would kind of read it and put it on the record. She did just the right thing. She put it in an envelope and did not read it until it was stipulated that she could read it.
Gotcha.
Do you know
Just
how
like
many?
I couldn't write her a letter personally, and Mr. Behar can't because that's unfair to let one side talk and not have the other side be present. That's the reason for the rule.
Do you know how many women are on California's death row?
No, I do not.
Are there some?
Yes, there are.
Do you know how many death penalty cases you do here in this county, say, per year?
Average or last year?
I don't have those numbers. I don't have them. We can get those numbers, but I don't have them. I just finished the William Choice case 2 or 3 months ago. It was a death penalty case. The jurors came back with a death verdict. Killed 4 women. We've had several others, I think, last year, but I can't give you a number. I can't tell you. I'm sorry. The person who possibly could would be Robert Hemmerbaugh.
But he's not around.
He's not here this afternoon, but Peter.
Summer.
How is it he's always...
He was in trial this morning, but this afternoon he said he had something going on.
Oh, by the way, is Baylor going to get a second chair now?
Yeah, that's a good question. They often do. I haven't seen a second person present today, so I don't know.
When would you expect this trial to last once it does finally get started?
That's talking about the specific case. I don't think I can say that.
We can see how long.
How about a death
I just don't
penalty
think
case
that's talking about the
generally?
specific facts of the case. I could say that to Judge Loftus if she asked me, but I don't think I can tell you guys. I'm really sorry. I've read and reread this
We
order,
appreciate you coming
trying
out.
to find some way that I could give you some information, but it's so broad.